Hello everyone and welcome back to Conversation With. First of all, I just want to say God bless you guys. The reason I haven't been doing videos for quite a while because I was in on holiday. I went to Bulgaria for a few weeks, and so I enjoyed it. If you followed me on Instagram, you would have seen some of the videos I posted. I think I'm gonna do like a history, like a story thing. I'm not sure how Instagram works yet. Like, I know, right? Like that Instagram been around that long and I don't know how it works, but still I don't know how Instagram works. But the fact of the matter is I was on a holiday, that's why you didn't see a lot of videos. Anyways, but while I was on holidays, I did not stay idle. I carried on reading my Bible, yeah. And I finished Deuteronomy. And I must say, like, it's heavy. Deuteronomy is a heavy book. Because like personally, I think Deuteronomy is one of the like so far for me, because obviously I haven't read the whole Bible yet. I'm still going through it. Like as you guys can tell, every week I'm coming and I'm telling you guys what I read about, and then I trying to share my view on it or what God revealed to me on it. But as I was reading Deuteronomy, it was very, very heavy. Hence the reason why I did not do so many videos on this topic, because I feel like Deuteronomy is a book you should read for yourself. It's a great way to know about the character of God himself, and it's a great book to see the mindset of Moses as well. You got to remember, Moses knows he's not going to make it to the promised land. Like as Christians, this is literally the biggest selling point to be a Christian. Boom, I'm going to be a Christian. Bam, I'm making it to the promised land. Our case, the promised land being paradise. His case, the promised land being Israel, like what we know now as Israel, and also paradise. But he made it to paradise for like without any question. Like if anybody told me no, man, Moses went to Allah, get straight slapped. Moses is in paradise right now. Like honestly, and yeah, man, of course he is. I mean, he showed up on the mountain with Jesus. Yeah. So there you go. Anyway, see, like God reveals stuff to me sometimes. Sometimes you forget, and God is like, "Don't be a fool, Roland. Here you go. Take some memories back." And I'm like, "Ah, I remember." But anyways, I finished it. Let me stop babbling. I finished Deuteronomy, and it was a great lesson. I've learned a lot, like how to see as a Christian, and how to communicate with God and stuff like that. One of the major things Deuteronomy has told me, and as like the reason why it was so heavy, because let's face it, it's a dying man's letter as well to the Israelites. As we know, Moses knew he wasn't gonna make the promised land. He was getting old, so he kind of gave him. Like, when like a grandfather or a father is about to die, and then like brings the children into the room and he's like, I bless you guys with this. Don't do this, don't do that. Remember this. Literally, this is what happened. Yeah, this is literally this is what I felt as I was reading the book. Every word Moses wrote about meant something, because it's technically his last words. He's reminding the Israelites of the stuff that happened before this point, and it's telling them about what would happen after this point as well. And in the end, like God gave him the greatest compliment there ever was. And the compliment was that there was not another prophet as great as he was, or just like Moses. Anyways, so that's what I was going to talk about. But I wanted to nitpick some parts in Deuteronomy to talk to you guys about. So my first part that actually I was like, yeah, I want, like the parts that I remembered was Deuteronomy 8. Deuteronomy 8 says, do not forget the Lord. Okay, and that is very important, as a Christian. And when Moses wrote that down, yeah, because he knew the character of his people. Like as we've seen a lot in these videos, I talked about the calf, when Moses went up the mountain, and then the people turned on God and then created their own God. We talked about Balaam and his attempt to try to trick the Israelites and everything like that. God, and successfully as well. And what Moses is saying is, do not forget about what God is doing for you guys. I mean, God has done a lot for the Israelites, you know, like he brought manna out of heaven. He got them through the desert without them losing like any pieces of clothing, with their shoes still intact, you know. Like a lot of us, you know, we walk to the shop, we're tired. You know, they've been walking in the wilderness for 40 years plus. I mean, granted, it is their fault that they're walking in the wilderness for 40 years, but nevertheless, they're still walking into the wilderness for 40 years. And Moses is basically telling them, do not forget about what God has done for you, okay? And also, well, what is also important to pick up from this book are of Deuteronomy are the blessings and the curses God puts on you if you follow and if you don't follow, which means God, like, it just shows that you have a choice, but your choices have consequences and benefits to it. You get what I'm saying? So, you know, Moses is like, if you follow God, these are the blessings that's going to happen to you. You'll be multiplied, blah, 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 blah. But if you don't follow God, these are the curses that be beholden to you. That you will have spots all over your body, like even on your toe, even on the bottom of your foot. I was like, damn, the bottom of your foot. Like, honestly, imagine trying to walk, yeah, with spots in the bottom of your foot. That's like a mean curse, bro. Like, kill me now, man. Kill me now. I'd rather die, yeah. I think that's a kinder curse than walking around with spots on your foot, honestly. But anyways, I was saying, so all this stuff happens, you know. And then what's also important to know about Deuteronomy is finally the day that, well, it's finally the book that, what's his name? I forgot his name. Joshua. Wow. That's literally the next book to read after Deuteronomy. Yeah, but anyways, it's the book where Joshua is finally seen as a leader in front of the Israelites. I mean, before, when I was talking about, I think it was in Numbers or Leviticus, I can't remember the book exactly, when I was talking about the makeshift of a leader, you know, how to make a leader and stuff like that, you know. Like, Moses finally anointed Joshua as the next leader for the Israelites. But also, I want to give props to Joshua, you know, because he did not falter, you know. He didn't, like a lot of us, you know, we get put in a leadership position, or we see that we're going to be leaders at some point, and then we somehow mess it up, you know. But Joshua himself, he did not falter. He stayed focused onto the plan. He carried on following God's plan, and then now he's going to be the next leader of the Israelites. I can't wait to see what happens. Stick with me on this one. You know, the next book is Joshua, the book of Joshua. It's going to be great. God is going to reveal a few more stuff for me as well. I'm going to share with you guys. Just stick with me, and then let's just grow together, learn together, man. This has been Conversation With. There's going to be more videos coming up. The next book we'll be reading is about Joshua, so just stick with me, and then we can grow spiritually together. I'm just happy today, man. Anyways, peace, you guys. God bless. Follow me on like, subscribe, and comment. There you go. Like, subscribe, comment. All right, cool. See you guys later.